Alright, what are these two really doing? What's really happening in this super zoomed in pic? Let's all play What Is It Really and see if you can figure it out and earn a spot on top of the leaderboard. Alright, it's time to guess what's happening in super zoomed in pics as we play What Is It Really? Here's our first pic we're playing for in this episode. What is this a picture of? Do you have a guess yet? Think about it. Okay, let's see what my players think it is. Kimmy Girl, she guesses it's stitching on a Phillies logo. Batfan 1959-48 thinks it's a curly W. Chris Demondo, it's the logo of the Washington Nationals. El Rey de Riverside, the W from the Washington Nationals. DJ, do we need to know whose jersey it is? Oh, and he sends a picture of a Nationals jersey. Heather McKee Trask, she guesses the Washington Nationals jersey. Jason guesses Washington Nationals logo patch, perhaps on a jersey. Joe guesses the Washington Nationals Stitch W logo. Mike guesses Washington Nationals, duh. Mohit J. Powell Photography guesses seems like a clothing stuff. Rizzo guesses Washington Nationals W logo. Rock Guitar, Nats logo. Scooters McGavin, curly W on the Nationals logo. The real Matt Treat, Washington Nationals logo. And Sue, she also guesses looks like a Nationals jersey. Well, what is it really? Oh, they figured it out. It is the Washington Nationals logo, and that's my Washington Nationals jersey. I probably should have worn my Nationals jersey for this episode. Well, I put the Cubs on for the hell of it, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about those names on the leaderboard. So Batfan 1959-948 goes on the board with 1, Chris goes on the board with 1, Chris Maddock 3000 scores a point, DJ, he scores a bonus for being super specific and gets 2 points for his extra work. Heather McKee Trash, she also scores that bonus for 2 points. Jason, he also got that bonus and scores 2 points. Joe goes on the board with 1, Mike Piro got it right, Mohit J. Powell Photography scores 1, Rizzo Dante scores 1, Rock Guitar 1, Screws McGavin 1, Real Matt Treat 1, and Titletown Unit, also scores the bonus and earns 2 points. How do you earn that bonus? You get extra specific with your answer, and if you're right, it pays off an extra point, but if you're wrong, you lose it all. That's the risk you take, and they took it, and they're rewarded for it. How will that affect the game? Let's find out as we move on with our next picture. Ooh, this one's a little hairy, or perhaps furry. I'm not playing, you are, and you're guessing. Todd guesses looks like an ear of an animal that I can't identify. Keith guesses it's an ear. A little more specific, please. Ashley guesses it's a fox. Christine, what does the fox say? Nice. Heather McKee Trask thinks it's an orange cat. Joe, initially I thought a fawn because of the spots, but the ear is way too small. Wrong for a fox too. I think it is a cat ear. Brandy guesses it's a fawn. Casting Joy thinks it's a deer. Jason thinks it's a fawn. Trina thinks it's a fawn ear. Well, what is it really? Ooh, close. It is a deer or perhaps a fawn. It may be young, maybe old. Not exactly sure on the age, but it's definitely a deer. Not a kitty cat, and you gotta give me a little bit more than an ear. I can't even give you a half point for that, but some of you got it right, so those names are going on that leaderboard. So Brandon King got it right and scores a point. Casting Joy goes on the board with a point, and Jason York, he got it right and goes to 3 points. Trina also scores a point. There she is, bottom of the board. Alright, lots more game to play though, so let's move on to picture number 3. Getting a little harder now with these picks. Do you have your guess yet? Well, Dave guesses it's Kawatu from Total Recall as a child, and he also includes a pick. Vamos Yankees, a dad and his son enjoying seeing the Bolts wipe out the Islanders in the NHL postseason. Nice. Emma Hoffey 1995, father and son on a red toy electric car. Chris thinks they're in bumper cars. Diane, Imperial cars. I see electric pole in the back. Oh, OMG, going crazy. I am going crazy. I need spell check. I meant to say bumper cars, like at Kennywood Park. I'm picking up what you're putting down. My iPhone screws up my spelling all the time. Heather guesses father and son spending quality time together at an amusement park riding the bumper cars. Jason, dad and son riding the bumper cars. Jay City picks guesses bumper cars. Joe, Dodge 'em bumper card ride. Nicole, great father and son spending time together on a ride. Well, what is it really? Yeah, father and son enjoying themselves on the bumper cars, or Dodge 'em as some brand name is at some amusement parks. But maybe he's teaching a kid how to drive. Not too early to start, right? Not too early to put more names on that leaderboard either. So Chris got it right and goes to 2. Diane goes on the board with 1. Heather, she also got it right. She goes to 3 points. But Jason, he too got it right and skyrockets to 4 points. Jay City Picks goes on the board with 1. Joe got it right and goes to 2 points. And Nicole, she goes up on the board with 1 point also. Alright, that leaderboard is filling up fast, but it's not full yet. There's room for your name too, so let's keep going. Oh, you guys are going to be so surprised when we reveal what this really is. Get your guess in now because Aaron guesses a water area for a coffee maker. Michael, water area for a coffee machine, he agrees. Jason, though, he guesses an ashtray in the armrest. Joe, computer port cover lid. My second choice was a CPAP machine filter cover, but I'm going with port cover. Diane thinks it's a cat carrier, or just an animal carrier. Heather guesses a carrier or a cart for a cat or a dog. So what is it really? Fooled you all! It is a pet's litter box. Take a look at that. Sure, it could be carried around technically, but you're not going to carry your animal around in poo. That means nobody gets it right, nobody scores any points, that leaderboard stays exactly the same. How is that going to change things? Let's find out as we go on to our final picture. What is your guess as to what this really is? Well, J City picks things. I was going to guess a lever. I was thinking basketball hoop, but the background looked like a science lab. Starman thinks it's a soap dispenser. Jason thinks it's a candy dispenser. And Joe, he guesses a slushie machine. Well, what is it really? Oh, Joe, you got it right. It is a slushie machine. I don't think it's really on yet though. Look how liquidy the actual slushies are there. Red and blue though. I'm kind of thirsty for a slushie now. This is going to shake up our leaderboard, so let's take a final look and see who's going to walk away a winner. Brandy King finishes with 1, Batfan finishes with 1, Casting Joy 1, Chris Demondo 2, Diane finishes with 1, Heather McKee Trask finishes with 3, Jason 4, J City picks 1, Joe Nolfi, he got it right and goes to 3 points. Mike 1, Mohidi J Powell Photography, that's a mouthful, finishes with 1, Nicole 1, Rizzo 1, Rough Guitar 1, Scrooge McGavin finishes with 1, The Real Matt Treat finishes with 1, Tunneltown Unit finishes with 2, and Trina Henry finishes with 1 point. That means with 4 big points, Jason York, he's done it again. He's your winner of this edition of What Is It Really? All right, congratulations, Jason. You scored the most points in this episode. That means you get another point in that final leaderboard. Heather, she's on that board with 1. Jason, you now go to 4 complete wins, catching up to Joe, who has 6 complete game wins. Luke, Rock for Guitar, and Warlock Weirdo all on that leaderboard with 1 complete game win apiece. All right, those last 2 pictures, I was a little tough with you on this round. I did it on purpose, though, but can you bust me? Find out every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern when I drop another super zoomed-in photo on my Jersey Joe 50 Twitter and Instagram feed. Just caption it, try to take a guess, and hey, what do you think it is? And maybe you, too, can walk away winner on that leaderboard. All right, there's no cash prize or anything, but there is a prize for you in fun when you click that like and subscribe button down below for all the shows on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. There they are, oh, in that beautiful lower third, waiting for you each and every week. Jersey Joe here, your internet friend, saying thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and I'll see you next time, I hope.